What's going on, LEGO Dimension fans? Is Disney Dan here with another LEGO Dimension Easter egg, and this time it's one hidden deep within the credits, and it's a little bit of an interesting Easter egg that I haven't seen in a game before, and I was pretty tickled when I found this. I thought it was pretty cool and interesting, so I thought I would share it with you guys. So first you got to beat the game, make your way through, get to that credit sequence, and in that credit sequence, about halfway through, well, you'll notice that the lyrics are on the left and the song and the credits are on the right, kind of scrolling through, and you'll notice about halfway through the credits, when the question mark turns into the minifigure head, there will be there's a slight pause in the song that's being sung, and the lyrics reflect that by having a bunch of ellipses. Ellipses are like the ... I thought when I first watched it, I thought it was kind of clever and funny that they're just like, here's a big pause where this music's swelling, and we're gonna go back into singing. But that is not just a bunch of random ellipses and ... In fact, that is a very interesting secret code. So if you zoom in and you look very closely at it, it isn't just a bunch of periods. In fact, it's a combination of periods and commas, and so it's comma, whatnot. And so if you take that and replace the periods with zeros and the commas with ones, you're going to end up with binary. And that binary, when translated, turns into 1 JHN 1:9, and that is a Bible verse. It is 1 John chapter 1 verse 9. It's, if we confess our sins, he is faithful and just and will forgive us our sins and purify us from all unrighteousness. Now you might be asking yourself, why is there a Bible verse hidden in the credits of LEGO Dimensions? Well, that's an interesting question, and the answer to that is John Burton. John Burton is the founder of Traveller Tales. That is the studio that eventually turned into TT Games. Traveller Tales was back in 1989, became TT Games, and though he's not particularly outspoken about it, John Burton is a Christian. You can even see in his little byline in his Twitter, and doesn't really talk a lot about it, but I did find one article from Gama Sutra back in 2006 where he talks about being a Christian game developer, which I thought was particularly interesting, talking about Haven Call of the King. As a Christian, I've always wanted to try to create a Christian game, but it was incredibly difficult, as the whole basis of Christianity is for you to give your life to Jesus and trust and pray to God to help you for guidance. It doesn't make for the best gameplay. Can you imagine press X now to have God finish the level? Apparently, there are other games like Mickey Mania, Sonic R, any of the games that Traveller Tales, TT Games might have gotten their hands on, even other LEGO games might have secret Bible verses or Christian references hidden in the game that I, after all my research, have not found anybody talk about or reference. So I thought this was pretty interesting. We wrote an article about it over at BricksToLife.com, so make sure you visit, check the description below for a link there. And there you go. There is that fun little Easter egg for LEGO Dimensions, another really fun one. An interesting one, and I think it's pretty awesome. Regardless of what religion you are, it's cool when developers hide little stuff like that takes years to find. So thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe if you have not already, and check out some of our other awesome videos. You rock.